students, and welcome to the class. The first thing you need to do is you need to go to aplusstudents.com. You need to go to the website. Once you're on the website, you need to select math as your subject. This is a grade 1 math lesson. Name of the topic is subtraction. I'll give you the chapter number and the lesson number. Chapter number 5, lesson number 10. Chapter number 5 and the lesson number is 10, and the name of the lesson is subtraction, word problems, and we would be solving numbers up to 18. Okay, so let's go to grade 1 maths, chapter number, grade 1, chapter 5, lesson number 10. The first question says, let's do the first question. The first question says, there are 11 steps leading to, let me just copy the question, then I'll read it for you. Okay. The question number 1, let's realign first. Okay. There are 11 steps leading up to Mr. Carter's house. 6 of the steps are clean, right? How many steps are dirty? Okay. In order to find the dirty steps, we should know that we are looking at the opposites also over here, right? So in the first question, what we can say is there are 11 steps, right? 6 steps are clean. How many would be the dirty steps, right? So how can we write the information? What we can say is we can also say that if the total steps, right, total were 11, and the 11 should be equals to clean plus the dirty, right? So how many were clean? 6 were clean, but we don't know how many were dirty, right? So what we need to do is we need to subtract 6 from 11 to find the, so 11 minus 6. Agreed? So when we need to subtract 6 from 11, what we can do is let's count backwards. What are the numbers? The numbers are 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That means 11 minus 6 should be 5. So, and we can also say that dirty tiles is equals to 5. 11 minus 6. Do we agree? Okay. We can subtract by counting also. So the next question says, a caravan on the Oregon Trail had a total of 17 pounds of meat. Okay, let's see what we can do over here. The next question, Question number 2. Just a moment, please. Okay. Had a total of 7. I'll resize so that it's readable. Okay. So the question is saying that on a trail, they had a total of 17 pounds of meat. Agreed? 17 pounds of meat. If they had 18 pounds of fresh meat, how many pounds are there of the dried meat? Right? Perfect. That was 5. So if we have the next question that says the total weight of the meat is, right? So we can say the total we have is 17. Agreed? We have fresh meat plus dried meat. Fresh was 8 pounds. 8 plus the dried. We don't have the value for the dried meat. So we don't have the value for the dried. How can we find the dried? We can do 17 minus 8. And the best way to do is by counting the numbers. If we write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Let's try to remove 8 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we are left with, that means dried meat would be 9, and the meat weight is always given in pounds, right? 9 pounds. Do we agree? We write down the numbers and we start cancelling from the largest number. Do we agree on this? That would be 9 pounds. 9 pounds can be used, 9 kilograms can be used, because the weight is always measured in pounds or kilograms. Moving on to the next. Okay. There were a total of 1 minute. Yes, perfect. 9 pounds. For the next question, it says, okay, they're using the word tadpoles. A tadpole is a baby frog, right? There were a total of 10 tadpoles in a pond. One afternoon, Oscar caught 9 and took them home. Right? 1 minute, please. Okay, the question says, question number 3. It says there are a total of 10 tadpoles in a pond. Oscar caught 9 from the pond. How many tadpoles were left in the pond? Okay. So can we see that the total number of tadpoles was 10? Agreed. 9 were caught. And how many would be left? We don't know how many are left, right? How many are left in the pond? So what we can do is we can write the numbers. We can write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How many were caught? 9 of them were caught, right? So we remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And how many are left? Tadpoles left in the pond would be just a single tadpole because there were total 10. He caught no, sorry, he caught 9 and took them home. So a single tadpole is left in the pond. Okay. Moving ahead to the next question. Okay. An actress owns 16 pairs of shoes. Let's realign. Okay. Out of the 16, 17 of those pairs are her favorite color. Okay. And what do we need to find? Okay. A teal is a color brand. Okay. It's a color, it's like bluish green. So if we say question number 4, an actress has 16 pairs of shoes. Out of those 16 pairs, 7 of those pairs are her favorite color. Okay, so can we say total shoes would be, some would be favorite, right? Right. Favorite color is teal, which is teal, Teal, right? If the favorite would be teal, then the remaining should be not teal, some other colors, right? So the total number of pairs she had was 16. 7 of those were her favorite color, which is teal. We have to find which are not her favorite color. So how do we find this? We subtract, and we know that in order to subtract, we can write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. If we have the numbers from this 16, we remove the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We are left with 9. So basically, she has 9 pairs of shoes which are not teal. Do we agree? There are 9 pairs of shoes which are not teal. So all we need to do is we need to write down the numbers till the maximum and we cancel out. In this case, we wrote numbers till 16 and we cancel out 7. So we were left with 9 pairs. Okay. We were trying to do 16 minus 7 is equals to 9. And that was our answer. Basically, we were subtracting, right? Moving ahead to the next question. The next question says, just a moment. The next question says the statement I hope I have enough space. Yes, I do. Newman family eats cherry and grape jelly on a toast. They have combined total of 13 ounces of jellies. Okay, the total we have, the weight of the jellies they have. If they have 8 ounces of grape jelly, how many ounces of cherry they have? So we would know that. Just a moment, please. For question number 5, we can say in the Newman family eats cherry and grape jelly on their toast. They have a combined total of 13 ounces of jelly. That means we can write the statement. The total would mean cherry and grape plus grape. Cherry plus grape jelly should be equals to total. And the total was given as 13, right? How many ounces of grape jelly they have? They have 8 ounces of grape jelly. So they have 8 ounces of grape. What will we need to find? We need to find how many ounces of cherry jelly they have. So if we want to find cherry, can we write 13 minus 8? And how do we subtract? The easiest way is writing down the numbers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And if we have to remove how many? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we are left with 5. That means the weight of the cherry would be 5 ounces. Okay. So what we are trying to do over here is we are trying to simplify a word problem and then find the answer. Okay. A number that is below 10 is quite easy because we can count it on our fingertips, right? So Harold has a total of 10. The next question. Just a moment. This is our question number 6. Let me realign. Okay. If Harold has a total of 10 letters, right? Or you can make say if Harold has a total of 10 messages on his phone. Nate, 10 messages or 10 letters on his, right? If he opened 5 of them, if he has opened 5 of them and read them, right? So there must be some messages or letters that which are unread, right? So we need to find the unread messages. How many messages are unread? Okay, but in this case, what they are using is the term letters. So what we can say is if we have a total number of letters, right? Some would be read plus some would be unread, right? The total number of letters was, there were 10, right? How many has he opened? He has read 5 of them, but he does not know how many unread are there. So in order to find the unread, we simply subtract 5, the number of read from the total, right? So how can we simplify, we can write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And a number that is near to 10 or less than 10, we can do it on our fingertips, right? We have 10 fingers. If we close 5, we are left with 5. Okay? So let's see over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 5 letters are unread or unopened, right? Okay. Moving ahead. Mrs. Lee is buying gifts for her son and daughter. Okay. Just a moment, please. The next question says this statement. I will just realign this so that it's readable for us. So the question says Mrs. Lee is buying gifts for her children. Okay. In the question number 7, it says this information. She has bought certain number of gifts. She has bought, so far she has bought a total of 10 gifts, right? So we can say the total was 10 gifts. That means 4 of the gifts are for her son. So to her son, she would give 4 gifts, plus some of the gifts were for her daughter. So we don't need to find how many gifts would she give her daughter, right? So can we say the gift for the daughter would be the total minus the gifts for her son? How can we do the working? We can write down the numbers 9 and 10, and we simply remove the 4 gifts that were for her son, and she's left with 6 gifts for her daughter, right? Or we can also say 10 minus 4 would be equals to 6. Do we agree? Any questions up till now? Let's start off with the next question. Today, a total of 11 airports landed at an airport. Just a moment, please. 11 airplanes landed. Only 7 landed on time. Okay, just a moment. Okay, I'll resize. Okay, question number 8 says, today a total of 11 Smart Sky airline planes landed at the airport. Only 7 landed on time. So how many airplanes did not land on time? That means we know that the total number of airplanes landing would be 11. That would include on time, and did not land on time would mean they were running late. On time plus late. How many were on time? Only 7. landed on time. That means on time would be 7. We need to find how many of them were running late. So can we say, if we need to find how many were running late, the total minus the on time, and we know that 11 minus 7 would be, in order to find this answer, we can write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. How many do we subtract? We subtract 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That means we are left with 4. That means if 7 were on time, 4 planes were running late. Okay? Good. Let's go to the next question. Let me just copy the next question. I hope there is no misunderstanding with this and there is no confusion. Okay, so the next question says, let me just copy. As a firefighter, Tisha is helping out to put fires. She helped to put out 10 fires in the city. Okay. Okay, let me realign this. Just a moment, please. Tisha helped to put out a total of 10 fires. Okay, just a moment. Okay. Now that we have the question aligned, let's read. Question number 9 says, as a firefighter, Trisha has helped put out a total of 10 fires. Right? So we can say the total was 10. If she has helped put 7 fires in the city, right? So 7 of them were in the city, plus the remaining. And the remaining were that were not in the city. Not in the city. We have to find not in the city. How many of the fires were not in the city? That means if we need to find not in the city, what we need to do is from the total, we subtract those were which in the city. So if we need to do 10 minus 7, what should be the answer? If we have 10 fingers and we close 7 of those fingers, how many fingers remain open? Or what we can say is, we can write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 minus 7 means we remove 7 numbers, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we are left with 3 fires were not in the city, right? 7 of the fires were put down within the city, and 3 of the fires were put down outside the city. Let's do a question or two more, and we'll move on to the test. Is feeding a certain number of people. Okay, just a moment. And the next question says, a cook fed a total of 11 people. The cook fed 8 children. There were 8 children and there were some adults. So the question that being asked is, how many adults did the cook feed? Okay, let's say this is our question number 10. How many total people are there? 11 people. There were 8 children. The remaining should be the adults, right? So we can say the total number of people would be children plus the adults, right? If some are children, then some are older people, right? How many total children total were there? There were a total of 11 people that were given food. Out of those 11, only 8 were children. But then the remaining would be the adults that we don't know how many are there. So can we say 11 minus 8 should be equal to the number of adults? So we can find the adults, the number of adults, that would be 11 minus 8. We can write down the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. We need to subtract 8 numbers, right? So let's subtract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we are left with 11 minus 8 is 3. So there were 3 adults. If there were 8 children, then there were 3 adults. Agreed? Let's have a look again at the next question. If Leo has certain number of toys and the certain number is 15, just a moment. If Leo has 15 toys in his box, okay? Let me just realign. Okay. Okay. Leo has 15 toys in his box. One day he knocks the box over. When he knocks the box over, some of the toys would fell out. Okay? We can say toys fell out. Toys fell. Sorry. Some of the toys fell out. Right? So Leo had a total of 15 box. How many did fell out? 8 toys fell out. How many? And they're asking how many are still in the box. So we can say the total was 15. We had some of them falling out, right? Fell out of the box. Bad handwriting. We can say fell out, right? Or plus they stayed in the box. So 8 of them fell out. So how many are left in the box? We can say these many toys are in the box. That are 15, the total minus the ones falling out. 15 minus 8 should be, how can we find 15 minus 8? We can simply try to write down the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 12, 13, 14, and 15, right? Once we have the numbers, we remove the numbers. How many numbers do we need to remove? 15 minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we are left with 7 in the box. And we know that 15 minus 8 is 7. Okay. Let's move ahead. Let me see if the next question is as interesting. Okay, one last question, then we will do the test. Okay. Zachary is helping for a school picnic. Last question. Okay, question number 12, then we do the test. Okay. These are the wordings over here. This is question number 12. Just a moment, please. Zachary is helping out to set up for a school picnic by putting out a small and large paper plates. He's separating the sides of the paper plates. If he has a total of 12 paper plates, they're saying he has a total of 12 paper plates. Out of those 12, 4 are large. How many would be the smaller ones? Can we say that the total of the number plates, that was 12, should be equals to the large plus the small sizes? Okay. How many were large? 4 were large. And how many were small? We don't know. So if we have to find the small number of paper plates, can we say that from the total, we subtract the number of large? That can also be written as 12 minus 4. In order to find 12 minus 4, we write down the numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. How many do we need to remove? We need to remove 4 because 4 were only large, the remaining have to be small. So we know that 12 minus 4 is 8. That means there are 8 smaller paper plates. Agreed? Okay. So let's do the test. I'll start off with the first question. Let me just copy it. Just a moment, please. Okay. It's saying we have done a similar question. For the first question for the test, it says we have this information. These are the options given to us. Let me realign. As a firefighter, Trisha put out a total of 10 fires. Some of the fires were within the city, some were not in the city. Okay. So we need to find how many fires were helped to put out which were not inside the city. This is question number 1 from the test. So what should be the answer? If these 4 options were given to us, the options given to us are option A would be 3, option B was 7, option C was 10, and option D was 4. Can I have the answer? It means, sorry. See, how many fires were there in total? There were total 10 fires, right? Out of those 10 fires, 7 were in the same city. That means the remaining should be not in the city. That means we have to find 10 minus 7. And 10 minus 7 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. and so on, right? So we need the largest number to be 10. Let's remove 7 out of this, because that is 10 minus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So how many 5s are we left with? Yes, perfect, Nate. Thank you. We are left with 3 fires which were not in the city. Moving ahead to the next question. The next question says, Mrs. Johnson wanted some dirty socks for her family. She's folding them. Okay. Okay. Why would someone want dirty socks? Okay, but still that's a question we have. So let's try doing this. So the next question says, if these are the options given, I'll rephrase. Okay. 9 of the socks are white, and she's just folding socks. Okay. So the second question, question number 2 says, washed, oh, Mrs. Johnson washed some dirty socks for her family. Now she's folding them. There are a total of 14 socks in the basket. 9 of the socks are white. How many are colored, right? So if we say total was 14 socks, right? Some of them were white, and what is not white? That is colored. Agreed? So we know that 9 of the socks were white. We need to find the colored socks. Perfect. Thank you, Nate. 14 minus 9 would be, your answer is correct. It is 5. How do we find that? We can write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And we remove the 9 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that means we were left with 5. Thank you, Nate. Okay, the next question says, okay, Mrs. Lee bought gifts for her children, and there are different number of gifts for either of them. If these were the number of gifts for her children, it could be 8, in question number 3, they're saying Mrs. Lee bought gifts for her children. So far, she bought a total of 10 gifts. 4 of the gifts are for her son. How many gifts did she buy for her daughter? We know that the total number of gifts were 10. Some of them were for her son. The remaining were for her daughter. If the son got 4 gifts, then the daughter gets the remaining. So can we say the gifts the daughter would receive would be the total minus what her son receives? Thank you. That's correct. So we can write 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We remove the 4 and the answer comes out to be 6. That means her daughter will receive 6. Thank you, Nate. Okay. Let's try one more question. Okay. The Newman family eats cherry and grape jelly. Okay. They're eating different types of jellies, and if this is the information that has been provided to us, we need to find the ounces of cherry jelly. Okay, this is our question number 4. If they have total 13 ounces, 8 ounces of grape and the remaining is cherry. So we know that we had a total that was 13. Grape jelly was 8. The remaining was the cherry jelly, right? Then the cherry should be 13 minus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. We subtract 8. 6, 7, 8. And we are left with, yes, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so this is how we find the difference, or we do subtraction. Subtraction is known as difference, right? This is how we found the difference of any two given numbers. Okay, please do complete the remaining questions, and thank you so much. Okay, have a nice day. Best of luck. Take care.